Okay, today I'm going to be taking a look at a couple of broken Sega Genesis games. Owner said that when he powers on, all he gets is a black screen. Let's go ahead and test them out. And yep, black screen. And another black screen. And because it's been a while since I used my Sega Genesis, I'm just going to throw them in Sonic, see if that loads up. And there we go, Sonic loads up fine. So, first thing I'm going to do is take these cartridges apart and clean them out. Okay, I already took the screws off, so I'm just going to go ahead and clean the contacts with some alcohol and see what happens next. And there's a little bit black, but not much. And still a black screen on that one. And black screen on the other. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove the ROMs from the boards and dump them with my programmer. Okay, got the desoldering gun heated up. Good thing about these Sega Genesis boards, there's only solder on one side, so they're very easy to desolder. Right, and then since the Sega board should just come right out. Yep, there we go. Let's go ahead and unsolder the next one. And there we go, it comes right out. So, now let's have them take them over to the computer, dump them, and see if they'll load up in an emulator.
Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and dump these two games. And you can see I already got them downloaded over here. You can see that they're 4 megabits. So we need to find a ROM that's going to be compatible, which I already found over here. This is going to be the AM27C400. And you can see that the very bottom 40 pins, they all have the same exact pin out as the M27C16 0, which is what a lot of people use to make reproductions of the larger games. So let's go ahead and select this on the programmer and see if we can dump these. Okay, now I got the first one in. I forget which one is which, so I'm just going to go ahead and name them 1 and 2. So we'll go ahead and we'll read it out. And no contact on pin 28. Let's check and see which one 28 is. So 28 is apparently one of the data pins, so that will be needed. So let's go ahead and reseat it. And still no contact on pin 28. So it's possible that maybe it broke internally, and that's why it's not reading. Yep, same thing. Right, so let's go ahead and try the other one. And same thing, pin 28 does not want to make contact. See if maybe there's something stuck in the programmer. The programmer looks clean. Let me try putting one of my other ROMs in. Okay, so we're at a blank EEPROM. Let's try this one more time. And still nothing. So, okay, at this point I'm going to go ahead and call it as dead mask ROMs. So, I'm going to talk to the owner and see what he wants to do about this.
Okay, one last thing I'm going to try is I'm going to put it in a socket on a Muramasa board and see if it'll load up then. I doubt it because I wouldn't read in the programmer, but why not? Okay, iron seed up. Let's give it a shot. Alright, let's go ahead and give this another shot. And still a black screen. Let's pop in the other ROM and see what that does. Actually, you know what? I forgot to set the jumper for the ROM size. Okay, now let's try it. And a whole lot of nothing. And last thing we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and see if there's actually any continuity if I press the probes against the leg instead of the socket. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Must be on the bottom side. Okay. So if I have it pressed into the socket, it seems to work. Okay, so it seems the leg is probably broken internally rather than externally. So, alright, let me go ahead and pull this one out and try the other ROM. And still nothing. And just one last thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and program one of these games to this board, and we'll see if that loads up. Okay, so we got Thunder Force programmed on here. So let's go ahead and try this one. And let's see if it'll load up. Make sure that the board at least works. And yep, loads up on the ROM that I programmed. So know that the board definitely works. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and contact the owner and see if he wants me to just swap out the ROMs for him on his old boards. Okay, so got in touch with the owner. He said, yeah, go ahead and replace the ROMs. So got these programmed and I'm just going to put them in the board. First thing I'm going to do is bend up the 3 highest address line pins. Okay, so bend up the 3 highest address line pins. This way it'll fit back into the original board. Okay, let's give that one a try. Okay, so we'll get the license by Sega screen and then nothing after that. So I think I'm going to need to ground out those address pins. Okay, so now I got the wire run between the 3 legs. I got them all linked to ground. And there we go, game's loading now. And let's go ahead and install this one, then we'll link those 3 pins to ground. And there we go, both games are now working. All I gotta do now is put the screws back in and send it back to the owner.